Hello again, Queenie. This is the video I was telling you about earlier where I'm going to be talking about what I need you to do with the spreadsheet in connection with checking the Google index. So if I open that up, the columns you'll be interested in are these first three columns, that's C, D and E. Now column C has all of the URLs that I've scraped out of the index for Google for our website www.imperialshitsus.co.uk and recorded them in here along with a title and the description for those pages, but we're not worried about that in this instance at the moment. So what we need to do is check what is happening with these URLs when they are put into a browser and we attempt to resolve them. So you see I've done a few of them just to get started here, but if we click on the next one here, which is /puppies, so if I double click on that, go and open my browser up, which is actually it's done for me, and you can see the page is resolving correctly. So the first thing I want to do is to record the URL it's going to, which is probably the same as the other one, but I still need to know that, so paste that in there and those are the same, but that's good because there are no problems with actually resolving the page, and that tells me that it's okay. If I go back to the page though, you'll notice that this stuff here is all in what they call lorem ipsum, which is kind of made up Latin, which is used as a placeholder when the website is first put live, or the page is first put live, and obviously should be replaced by English, so that is a problem. So I need to record that. So if I go back to the spreadsheet and change that by clicking on the down arrow to yes, that will tell me I need to look at that URL here and see what the problem is and resolve it. So going back so let's try the next one, which is stud dogs. So if I go back to my browser first of all and close that one down so we don't get any confusion, go back to the spreadsheet and double click on stud dog. So double click. By the way, you might occasionally find problems with double clicking in Excel, as it doesn't always like it, some strange problem with hyperlinks. So you may have to copy this, right click and copy. Probably has worked. Let's just go back and see. Actually no, it hasn't. So in that case we need to just paste that URL in there, hit the enter key and just see what happens with that page. Now this one seems to be struggling a bit, so there might well be a problem. Taking a lot long. Oh yeah, that's interesting. So it's telling us it's got a redirect loop. Now that obviously is a problem I need to sort out. So let's go back to the spreadsheet, click in that column in the right cell, and just type in redirect loop and change the no here again to a yes. So again, that's something I need to look at. So far 2 out of 2, not a good start. So let's try the next one. So back to my, close that one down just to avoid any confusion, and I'm going to double click on the About Shih Tzus link there to see what happens with that. So back to the, well, that seems to be opening something up, and yet that page is resolving properly. There's good content in there, but I still need to record that it is doing so. So I copy the URL again and go and click in the right cell and paste. So aren't any problems, so I can leave that as no. So that's how you do it, but you might, there's another problem I need to just highlight, which I need recorded, and this is probably the worst one that you might come across, for me the worst one. If you look down here in this cell, I've actually made up a URL, so that's imperialshitsus.co.uk/test404. So let's double click on that. Now this won't resolve because it's obviously a made up one. Let's just see what happens though, and straight away it's telling us that it's struggling to resolve that. So you've got a message here and it ends in 404, so that is what they call a 404 error. So what we need to do here, if I just show you something else actually, if I just click on OK there a minute, if I just copy that and put it into the browser, you'll see, paste it in there, hit enter, it comes up with a 404 error. So that's what we've discovered here. So back to here, just put 404 there and change that to yes, there's a problem, and that's something else I'll look at. So that's basically it. You just need to go through each of these URLs, as I've said, double click and record what happens in this column, and if there's a problem, change that to yes. I hope that sounds okay for you. If you've got any problems at all, please email me, or we can maybe chat on Skype. But I look forward to seeing the results of what you've done.